Cornish Witch podcast. I'm your host, Freyja, a witch who lives in Cornwall but who isn't a born and bred Cornish maid. In this episode, I am live at the Witch Festival, which was held last weekend on the 25th of October down at Enys House and Gardens in Penryn. I had an absolutely amazing time. I had a little table in Enys House where I got to speak to loads of wonderful witches and practitioners. It was such a fun day. This episode, because I've never recorded anything live before or from a live event, you do hear a little bit of background noise from all the people walking around and talking. I did have the option to edit that out, but I wanted to try and capture the atmosphere of the festival while I was there. But I have tried to make sure that you can hear myself and the interviewees clearly enough. It is a little bit of a mix and match. So I am mixing and matching a lot of different small interviews and conversations with the practitioners who are facilitating the workshops there, the people who are doing tarot readings and guidance readings, the wonderful stall traders, the organisers and the attendees as well. So yeah, it is a little bit mixed and matched. It's not sort of organised in maybe a beginning, middle and end, as perhaps my previous episodes have been, because it is a little bit different. However, I do start off with interviewing a witch called Meghan Field, who actually did open the festival with a beautiful opening ceremony. And then I do close at the end of the episode speaking to Louisa, who organised the festival. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if there's anything that I can improve on. It is the first time I have recorded anything from a live event and the first time I've ever edited anything from a live event as well. So if there are any people out there who are very au fait with this sort of thing and could tell me where I could improve, I am always open to constructive and friendly criticism. But apart from that, I shall stop waffling on and let you enjoy this episode live from Witch Festival, Cornwall. I am here with Meghan Field. We are live at the Witch Festival down at Enys House in Penryn. Meghan, thank you so much for joining me on my little table here at the Witch Festival. First of all, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This is really exciting. I'm just full of energy in this space. It's amazing. Okay, where to begin? So my name is Meghan Field. I live in the Stard, Cornwall. I am the owner of Sacred Curno Women's Circles, retreats and workshops, and a choir now as well. And I am first and foremost a social justice activist. I've been working for over 25 years in the field of ending violence against women and girls, domestic abuse and sexual violence. I'm currently the Violence Against Women and Girls, Domestic Abuse and Sexual Violence Strategic Lead for the City of Plymouth. And all of my magic is rooted in a deep commitment to intersectional equality issues, particularly through the lens of gender and racial inequality.
That is incredible, so powerful and just so important. Thank you so much for being an advocate and for giving a voice for anyone who has experienced gender-based violence. What you're doing is very, very powerful and really needed. So thank you.
You're very welcome. I feel like all of the work that I do in this world runs on the same continuum, whether it's holding space in my studio, which is on the side of my house, multiple times every month for women of all backgrounds to come together, to see and be seen, to hear and be heard, to get clear on who they are and how they want to move through the world, whether it's doing that or commissioning an amazing service to support survivors, again, of all backgrounds. Like, I feel like all of my work is tied through the lens of justice. And to me, the relationship between being a witch, and I can talk about that and when I started to identify as a witch, but being a witch and being an activist are one and the same for me. Holding, I feel like all the work that I do is weaving magic and is casting spells towards making this world a better place for as many people as possible.
Absolutely. I'm totally with you on that 100%. Talk to me a little bit about the opening ceremony that you did this morning. I joined in on that and that was really beautiful. And so for the listeners out there who weren't able to make it today or are just curious as to how an opening ceremony works at a Witch Festival, talk us through that.
Absolutely. So we started by connecting to our bodies and and to the land, the ancient Celtic and very sacred land that we're on here. And so the way I open up space is often to connect to yourself, to your body, on the body of this earth. And so that's what we did first. We breathed energetic roots into the roots holding us, and a bit of gratitude for this land that geographically unites us and is going to hold us so wonderfully in all our magic today. From connecting to the body and the land, I invited a connection into our minds, this cauldron, this place of wisdom, of memory, of experience, and asking people to invite their minds and their wisdom into our experience today. I feel like what we're creating is a giant circle, and the strength of circle is in harvesting the collective wisdom of the people who attend. And so connecting to the mind and bringing all of that wisdom into this place was really important. And then moving from mind into heart, the cauldron, the wisdom center of feeling and emotion, acknowledging how our hearts are feeling in the ebb and flow of life today, and then welcoming our hearts and our feelings into this place, reminding ourselves that we're not just a body, we're not just a mind, but we're thinking and feeling human entities, meat suits in human form. And then from our hearts, I invited people to connect with their spirit, their soul, that part of ourselves that goes by many names, and to acknowledge a connection to something bigger than us, that's very deeply inside of us as well. And so by creating that circle of wholeness, like connecting our bodies, the land, our minds, our hearts, and our spirit, and creating that magic of a circle. And then as we were doing that, it's basically a meditation, but as we are a somatic meditation, and as we were doing that, we were all holding some black thread that we had passed around the giant circle of us all. And then at the end, I asked people to breathe in a spell, some magic, an intention for anchoring themselves into today, into that thread, and then to feel what that was like for your intention to be held in a coven of witches. And then we all broke off a piece of the thread, and anchored that intention, ideally, as a bracelet, but any way you get to choose, any way that you want to wear it. And then I had some charms as well, because what I know about witches is that they like shiny things.
We certainly do.
And so I had some witch charms for people to select and tie on to really feel like the kind of weight of their intention on their wrist as well. And so that was the opening ceremony. And I think that as I said at the beginning, the author Liz Gilbert says that to make something sacred or special, you draw a circle around it. And that's effectively what we were doing in 3 ways today. And which is like the number 3, in 3 ways. So by creating a circle of ourselves in the actual space here at Enys House, by creating that circle of connection to ourselves, land, body, mind, heart, and spirit, and then creating the circle as we tied on our bracelets to our wrists. So multiple levels of circles to make this day sacred and special.
Yes, absolutely. Are you going to be doing a closing ceremony at the end of today?
I am not. I think someone else is doing
okay, that's lovely.
Today I'm offering a workshop on the energetic synergy between the Morrigan and Samhain, and then leading a Burlagi nature offering, which is a Celtic tradition of what some people know as a despacho or hararikui. My lineage is Celtic. I'm 3rd generation American, and my entire matriarchal lineage comes from Ireland. And so my witchcraft is green and nature-based and Celtic. And so I'm leading that at 12. At 1:15, I am leading a tea ceremony using sacred circle tea and the plant medicine of this land, so rosehip, and hawthorn, for a heart-opening tea ceremony. And then at 2 o'clock, I will be leading the Witch Rites of Passage, a self-initiation, because I firmly believe that there is no way to do this wrong. I mean, ideally, let's stick with the positive, friends. Let's but you do you. And I think one of the most empowering and rebellious things, going to the beginning of our conversation, like one of the most powerful and rebellious things is for us to do is to claim our own inherent witch. No one gets to tell you how to be a witch. You get to choose. And I think that choice and the restoration of that choice is not just healing for us in our individual lives, but healing generations forward, generations back, and healing for women and men and non-binary folks generally.
Yeah, I was on a podcast yesterday, Carly Rose's The White Witch podcast, and we were talking about generational trauma and in our mother lines, and it was just so interesting. And then we were talking about how how sort of it's getting to women our age or women of our generation. It's like it just feels so now as well. But yeah, and also then just breaking that cycle to heal those generations going forward. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're here to do. And I think, there's immense power and immense privilege in being able to do that. I never take what to do for granted. Especially especially given the work that I do, especially given the state of the world in there, and also the constant encroaching oppression on freedom. And so to be able to gather hundreds of folks in a witch festival, and to be proud and rebellious and clear on who we are and how we're moving through the world is immensely amazing, but also comes with power and responsibility, as the Spider-Man quote goes, and also a huge amount of privilege. So it's all wrapped up together. I think it's also not a coincidence, and this is the Cornish Witch podcast. It's also not a coincidence that it's happening on this land. I've spent most of my time in Cornwall for the last 5 years and lived here full time for the last 3 years. And there's something about this land that is fierce and feminine and powerful, and it almost demands it of us. And much like a lot of the dark goddesses who come to the forefront energetically this time of year, I think the land here in Cornwall, or my experience, I should say, of the land in Cornwall is basically saying, if you're ready to do this, I'm here for it. I will take your hand. I will jump off the cliff with you, and I will help you fly. And so I think that it is awesome. Like, to be very American, it is completely awesome that we get to do this today. And every time I gather women in my studio, which is more and more frequent, because I think women hear the call, right?
We do, absolutely.
And one woman hears the call and says to her friend, like, this is what I'm doing. This is how I spend my Thursday nights. Like, do you want to come along?
Yeah.
Or like, and sometimes it's, a gentle invitation. Sometimes it's like, I'm bringing you. You have to come. And whether someone comes to one circle or comes to every circle, or you find what you need, and then you move from a place. You get to choose, and you move from a place from there. And there, like I said, there's 1,000,001 ways to call, like probably 8 billion in one ways actually to call ourselves witches. And just the fact that we get to do that, we get to decide, we get to choose, is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So if people wanted to get hold of you or contact you, how can they find you?
So I suppose I'm most active on Instagram, but everything connects to Facebook. Thanks, Meta. So you can find me by my whole name, Meghan with an H, Meghan, Elizabeth Field on Instagram. I also have Sacred Kerno, which is my business. But I try to remember to post. Listen, perimenopause brain's like Swiss cheese, so I don't remember all the time.
Have you ever heard of something called a craft moment to do with perimenopause and menopause?
No.
So a woman told me about it, and it's the best thing I ever heard. So she'd go, I'm really sorry, I'm having a craft moment. And we'd be like, what's that? Craft. Can't remember a fucking thing.
Exactly. Well, yes. It's every day. Every day I'm crafting. But yeah, so find me on Instagram. I also have my website is meghanfield.com, pretty straightforward. I put all of my events on there. I'm mostly doing in-person events because I feel like that is where my magic and medicine is called. I used to do tons online, but my heart, my prayer, my spells, and my magic are with with creating in-person events on the land here in Cornwall. So yeah, check my website out, go on Instagram, and any questions, please get in touch.
Amazing. Meghan, thank you so much for coming and speaking with me this morning. I hope the rest of your day and your workshops go really, really well. And I hope to have you on the podcast for a full episode very soon.
Anytime. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So I am here with Trudi, who runs and hosts Wild Samsara. Trudi, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Excellent. And you are here today at Witch Festival, facilitating some workshops. It's really nice to meet you. Yeah, how are you doing? How's your day going so far?
Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful so far. We've been blessed with the sun, such a gorgeous energy here. It's like all your favourite people in one place, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. And so tell me a little bit about Wild Samsara. So we are scheduled to record a full episode, you and I.
This is a preview.
But if we could do a little preview, for what, so people will know sort of what to expect and what's to come, that would be great.
Yeah. So Wild Samsara, literally Samsara meaning kind of cycle, circle. It's all about us as women, our connection to our world cycle of nature, and so whether that's the lunar cycle, our menstrual cycle. And so what started about 10 years ago, me working specifically with the womb and the menstrual cycle and the lunar cycles, has kind of expanded out to just how we see life cycles, rites of passage, and all the magical things that can happen with our womb space particularly. So,
Wow, that's incredible. And what workshop are you hosting here today?
So I've got two. I've just done this morning, Introduction to Yoni Steaming, so working with the spirit of plants with the womb. So that was a little taster intro session. And then I'm just about to hold a somatic womb divination workshop. So we're going to be working as a womb oracles and how we kind of channel through our wombs.
Womb divination. So I'm very interested in divination, but I haven't heard of a womb divination before. So how does that work?
So it's really kind of connecting into the lineage of Isis and Hathor in Egypt, but also the Delphi oracles, in the way that we actually connect somatically as our body. So how do we use our body, specifically the womb, but all parts of our body, as a kind of living, intelligent receptor for spirit? And so dropping into safety in our womb and feeling really safe and connected to our womb. Allowing all the messages of our crystal ball to come through. So yeah,
that's incredible. That's exciting. So interesting. And with being a womb healer, I'm just trying to think. I'm going to go with like sort of maiden, mother, and crone. So do you work with women in all aspects of those sort of cycles as well?
Yeah. Absolutely. In fact, what I've been most interested in recently, a lot of womb healers and womb keepers work with the rites of passage, menarche, menopause. But what I'm helping women to do now is look beyond their womb as a role for reproduction.
Yeah.
So we often anchor ourselves based on like, if we're bleeding, if we're birthing, and often women, when they finish bleeding, they feel like their womb is just, that's that done.
Yeah.
And so I'm working now with women to understand that the role of the womb is multifaceted, and how we use her in all different magical things beyond just birthing, because that's how we're kind of seen as women. So
yeah, that's incredible, because if it's TMI out there, sorry guys, but I don't think we talk about this enough, so you can either just skip ahead or just turn it off. But it's like, I'm 36 now, and I've chosen not to have any children, which I'm, like I said, very happy with that choice, and I love them. It's just not my path. But at the same time, every time I get a period, I feel like, is this a bit of a waste? And then I just feel like, I think it's a way we've been brought up within society, patriarchy, misogyny. And as I'm getting older now, I'm still quite struggling with the fact that I'm still having a period and I haven't had any children. And I feel like I have to have a bit of an identity crisis sometimes.
I totally understand that. I'm the same as you. I have no children by choice. I turned 40 this year. That's kind of becoming very clear that that's my journey. And I've had times where I thought, how could I be a womb keeper and a womb healer if I haven't birthed children? And that's how deep that kind of identity runs as women. We just kind of, we see it in that one role. And it's so much more. There's so many more rituals and practices, working with your blood, working with the lunar cycle. Even after the bleed is finished, the womb is still very much like an orb of wisdom. So, yeah.
That sounds incredible. I can't wait to have you on the podcast.
Me
so we
too.
can get really in depth about this, because I have so many questions for you.
It'll be full of too much information. We'll just be going right into it.
I think it's never TMI. It's something that we should be talking about that we don't. So, there's always that thing that always annoys me whenever I see an advert for a tampon or a period pad, and the liquid is always blue. And it's like, who are we going to be upsetting? Why are you showing it as blue? Oh, wait, because maybe men don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, tough. Like,
there's a fear. We have a fear of blood, of death, of endings. Our relationship with the menstrual cycle is mirrored in how we understand our death rights and the way that we honour that ending as well. So it's really all cyclical.
Yeah. Amazing. Good luck with your second workshop this
Thank
afternoon,
you.
and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the Witch Festival.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for speaking to me, and I look forward to having you on the podcast soon.
Thank
you. I am here with Belle from HeARTfelt Herbs. She has a lovely trader's stand here at Witch Festival. Belle, welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast. Tell me all about your HeARTfelt Herbs and some of the things that you're selling here today.
Thank you so much. So I opened this morning with a wonderful workshop because I am an artist and a herbalist based in Penryn, and I make medicines from plants that I grow and forage. And I also spent a lot of time drawing plants. And I am the illustrator of the Sensory Herbal Oracle, which is a beautiful herbal oracle deck. And we started this morning with a lovely workshop connecting with the spirit of plants through drawing. And that is really my passion, because my journey with plant medicine has been enriched and really is rooted in the time that I've spent drawing plants and making botanical drawings.
So tell me a little bit more about the tinctures and the balms and things that you've got on your stall, because they look very interesting.
So I work with clients and make custom medicines, but then I also have a range of blends that I make that are more off the shelf. I've got a lovely calm remedy, which is we all need more calm in our lives.
Yes, definitely.
So really grabbing that wonderful healing energy from midsummer sun, and I brew in a vegetable glycerin all the midsummer calming flowers, so lavender, borage, rose, lemon balm, and St. John's wort. And I have heartfelt tonic, which is rose and hawthorn, amazing remedy for heartbreak or any kind of shock. You know, the herbs hawthorn and rose are medicine for the heart, and that is our centre and our core rhythm. So that's a medicine to bring you to your centre. And then I've got all my lovely artwork as well. So I make a moon calendar each year. So I've got 2026 moon calendars. And of course, the books that I collaborate with the wonderful Seed Sisters on, the sensory herbal.
Yeah. For my listeners, the moon calendar, which I can see right now, is absolutely stunning. It is, I mean, I'll put a picture on my Instagram, but just to describe it to you, it's black card, and has a picture of the moon in gold, and then around the moon it's like a really beautiful star, and then on that star there's moon phases, and then underneath you have the entire moon phase calendar for 2026, and I just can't stop looking at it. It's absolutely beautiful.
So it's inspired by the herb datura, which is has these beautiful white flowers that open up at night, and they're known as moon flowers.
Wow.
So the star shape is actually the datura bloom. That is in that amazing shape that is reminiscent of the galaxy.
It is stunning. I absolutely love it. You've got some oracle cards here. I'm really interested to see what these are about.
So I work with the Seed Sisters, who do amazing herbal education. If you're interested in herbal medicine, you should definitely check them out as well. And I have done the artwork, and they've written this wonderful book that accompanies how you interpret the cards. And we've spent 10 years working on this project, and I went and drew every single plant. Each card is a herbal medicinal plant, and has a word that's the vibe of that plant that can give you inspiration about its medicine, but also why perhaps this plant might be a good ally for you at this time in your life. And I went and drew every single plant where it's growing, and we've the Seed Sisters have been working for over 20 years working with these plants, and we've really tried to distill it all into an amazing tool that lets you be guided by plants in your daily life.
Yeah, that's amazing. With herbs, so you know how people can have earthstone and a Celtic tree and a Celtic flower. Can people then have like their own sort of birth herb, or like Celtic herb, where
Yeah.
they are born.
So there's a lot of different interpretations of herbal medicine, and one of them is astrological herbalism. So if you're interested in that, that's definitely something you can go and research.
Yeah.
And each plant has an affinity with a planet or an astrological sign. So that's one way in. But also herbs, they're living beings, and they are generously available to you at all times. So perhaps it's actually about tuning into plants that maybe catch your attention when you're out walking, or that keep popping up. Maybe there's herb weeds that keep coming in your garden, and actually instead of stepping over them, it's like, oh, hang on a minute, let me find out more about this plant. Maybe it's something that I need in my life, or maybe it is my special plant ally. And as we evolve as human beings throughout our lives, different plants are going to be our allies at different times as well.
So how do you use your oracle cards?
There's lots of different ways you can use them. So they come with a book, and there are some special spreads designed especially for this deck in there. But you can do your traditional, you can do a quick 1-card reading or a 3-card spread, or you can go deeper and do the Celtic cross if you wanted to. But each card has its interpretation in the book, and it's an amazing tool for that reflection of whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking for guidance of, but also to learn about the medicine of the herbs, because each time the card pops up, you're being reminded of it's medicine for your body and spirit.
That's incredible. And you have a book as well that I can see.
Yes.
The Sensory Herbal Handbook. Is that your book?
That is another project that I did with the Seed Sisters. So they wrote it, and I've done the illustrations. And it's a really amazing beginner's guide to herbal medicine. So it takes you on a journey through the year. Each season has plants that are that you can find really easily in that season. So there's 3 plants for each season in the book that there's a deep dive into them. And the book talks about how each season relates to your body and what your body might need at different times of the year. That's one arc, so it's sort of like a journey through the year in the seasons. And the other thread going through the book is giving you the tools to create your own relationship with herbs through observation, intuition, through drawing. There's lots of exercises and recipes. So the idea is it's less of a kind of traditional herbal where there's like a list of plants and all their uses, and it really is a handbook full of tools, so that once you use those tools to get to know the plants that are in the book, you can then take those tools and apply them to any plant that you want.
That's excellent. So, Belle, if people wanted to find you, to look at your products and look at the work that you do, how would they contact you or find you?
I have a website, heartfeltherbs.com, and I'm on Instagram. Belle Benfield is my name, and on Facebook, Heartfelt Herbs as well.
Amazing. And what I'll do is I will link all of that in the show notes for everyone as well. Thank you so much for coming on and having a chat with me. I hope the rest of your day goes really, really well and you have a really good time at Witch Festival.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Too. It's amazing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sat here with Meg, who runs Made by Meg. She's one of the traders here at the Witch Festival. Can see your stall from where I'm sitting, Meg, and the jewellery looks absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Please tell me a little bit more about it, because I'm definitely going to be having a little look later.
Well, I figured I needed to do something with all the sea glass that I've been collecting.
Oh, yes.
So I sort of just started playing with it, and I've been doing this for about a year now,
Great.
the markets and everything, and just play around, see what I do. I've got earrings, necklaces, I just look at the sea glass, and it generally will tell me what it is going to be, and then I just make it into that.
Oh, I love
and
that.
I do engravings, and I just play around. It's very sort of growing craft for me.
Tell me a little bit about these these mushrooms that I'm seeing with all the the fungi and those sort of big pieces on the cork board?
Oh yes, so they're actually little bottles.
Oh, they're little bottles.
They're little bottles that have got the really, really small pieces in. I call them fish's wishes.
Oh,
so it's just like a little corked bottle.
Yeah.
It's just full of the really tiny little jewelry pieces. Yeah.
Wow, that's so lovely.
Yeah, and I've got the trees there as well. So I sort of weave the sea glass into these trees and everything.
They're stunning. Where do you collect your sea glass from?
Everywhere. I do a lot of sea swimming, so when I get out of the water, I can't help but sort of scan the ground.
Yes.
I do really well this year. I've done very well at Swamppool and around Pendennis Point.
Oh, great.
So all the local spots.
Yeah.
But also my friends will, if they go on holiday, I always get a little bag of sea glass when they get back.
They know you well.
Yeah, so I've got some New Zealand pieces.
Oh,
my friend
great.
just came back from Italy. I've got lots of blue pieces to play with now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, lovely. What's the rarest colour you've managed to pick up on Cornish beaches?
I did St. Mawes 2 summers ago. I found a little purple piece.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was very excited with that.
Oh, incredible.
But generally the rarest are those purples, those reds, very Victorian glass colours that they don't really make anymore.
Yeah, amazing. So, Meg, if people wanted to find you to look at your beautiful jewellery, how would they find you?
So I'm on Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram is Made by Meg 11, in one word.
Lovely.
And generally then I will post all the markets that I do.
Yeah.
I've got a semi-regular spot Saturday on the Moor in Falmouth.
Okay.
And wherever I'm going to be, I always post it on the Instagram.
Yeah. Fantastic. Meg, thank you so much. I'm not going to keep you because I'm seeing lots of interest of people passing by on your stall, so I'll let you get back there. It's been so lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything this afternoon. Bye-bye. I have David here with me, who has come to visit the Witch Festival today. David, how have you found walking around the festival, looking at the stalls, the workshops? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've not been here that long, and most of the time I spent queuing for the toilet.
Always the way.
However, no, it's interesting. I mean, also it's, I suppose it's not surprising that it's 90% women who are here. I guess, do the boys have one? Is there a wizards convention at all?
I suppose as witches it's heavily female, but we welcome all genders. And so witches, wizards, warlocks, whoever identifies with magic or the craft or spirituality is welcoming, as long as they mean no harm and bear no ill will.
Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah. No, I don't have any ill will at all. I'm curiosity and skepticism, but I mean,
fair enough.
No ill will. I had an interesting encounter with a witch in Reykjavik in Iceland.
Please tell me more.
A few years ago. Belle was there for a business reason, and I was wandering around the town. There was a shop which called itself a spell shop. So spells and magic potions. So, I had time on my hands, so I went in there, and there was this very intense woman.
Yeah.
So I said, well, it's very interesting, and I can see all the connections with previous cultures. But does any of this stuff actually work? In other words, does it actually live up to its promises? And she completely threw me, because then she looked at me very intently and said, would you like to come back after we close, and I'll show you.
Ooh.
I have to admit that scared me off.
I
never did come back.
Did you not? It's fair enough. If it scared you a little bit, yeah.
No. And it did strike me then that there is a element to this as well, isn't there? I mean, there is getting in touch with your own nature and also with the wider nature, and like releasing various feelings and passions.
It can be about being in touch with your emotions and releasing, putting intention into things and your desires, or also maybe if you feel like you need to release perhaps a negative emotion or something that you've negatively experienced that has maybe then a negative emotion or trauma attached to it, then maybe some witches or some practitioners and some people who attend things like that go to release, or they're just be in touch with their own intuition and emotions more. Yeah.
That's right. I mean, and historically, I think a lot of the hostility towards witches was based upon a fear of women's sexuality, actually.
Yes, and it was, hundreds of years ago. Yeah, women's power, it was an issue, and it was very Puritan-led, heavily male-dominated religious movement, which then resulted in the persecution of women, labelled as these evil witches. And they were just women, wise women, cunning women, women who knew how to heal, who understood themselves, who could see what was going on around them. And it was ultimately a threat. Yeah.
And that's, there's still an element of that around today.
There is, yeah.
Anyway, Freya, very nice to speak to you.
Very nice to speak to you, David.
It is quite illuminating.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Okay, I am here with the lovely Titania from the Gypsy and the Witch, and she will be featuring on a full podcast episode very, very soon. She is here with me today at Witch Festival. Titania, welcome back to the Cornish Witch podcast.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
so nice
very welcome. Lovely to see you too. I love your outfit. It's very witchy and very mystical.
Thank you very much. I like your eyeliner.
Thank you. I'll tell you what. I got very shaky hands and I went a bit wrong, so I thought, how am I going to work with this? So I just decided to just do some stars to make it look like I hadn't sort of slipped.
Quick thinking.
Very quick thinking. Thank you. So tell me, what are you doing here today at Witch Festival?
So what I'm doing here today, I'm offering readings along with my husband Paul. So we're doing 30-minute one-to-one readings. At the moment, Paul's quite busy, so I've just sort of took a brief outing to have a little look around myself. There's some fabulous stalls, great workshops. I'm also doing a talk here at 1 o'clock today, which is connecting with the pentagram.
That sounds fascinating. If I have some time, if I'm not interviewing, I definitely want to come listen to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I find I'm very connected to the pentagram. Like I have a ring, and like I never take it off, and I always wear like a necklace. Not always, but I put it on whenever I can. But also, ever since I was a child, I would always draw pentagrams, and whenever I doodle, even if I'm just like absent-mindedly drawing, it's always a pentagram. And I actually accidentally took a picture of a pentagram in the wild once. So I took a picture of it was many years ago, it was snowing, I was in a field, and I took a picture of this the snowy field in the hedgerow, and the twigs were actually in the shape of a pentagram. And I was just I have quite an affinity to the pentagram. So if I can sneak in, if I'm not recording, that's one I definitely want to come and listen to.
Oh, thank you so much. And it is a free workshop as well, so it's included, for anybody here that just wants to come and listen. And the thing with the pentagram is throughout time, it is a very prominent symbol that is misconceived. People view it as evil, they view it as all sorts of things related to the satanic scene, when actually it's a protection symbol that intertwines with the elements. So my talk today is basically breaking down those taboos and connecting with each element of air, fire, water and spirit, but also I want to talk about how we can integrate them into everyday life as well.
Yeah, I love that. I remember from our chat when we were recording our podcast episode that you and Paul actually did quite different readings, don't you? So what sort of readings are you both bringing to the festival today?
Yes, so I'm bringing tarot readings today. Tarot is my right hand.
Yeah.
I'm also a psychic and a medium. So I'm reading tarot readings, but I'm also just working on a psychic level. When I work with the cards, I also do a brief introduction with numerology and astrology as well. So sort of getting a 3-in-1 there.
Nice.
And then in terms of mediumship, if spirit decides to come through, then obviously I connect and work with spirit as well. And with Paul loves working with charms. So a few years ago, he actually had some cards that were created especially for him. So they're the only cards that you will ever find anywhere in the world that were created for him based on charms and tea leaf symbols. To offer charm readings as card readings, because sometimes when you pull out the charms, everyone wants to take them. I can't blame them.
Well, as witches, we do love a good charm.
We do. We're all magpies, aren't we?
We are.
And also, if you've got a Pandora bracelet on, it's an easy shift off the table. No, I'm only joking. He does work with charms, but sometimes it's nice to see them on the cards. It's just easier for other people to interpret them as well.
Yes.
So yeah, he's offering the charm readings, and he's also offering oracle card readings too.
Fantastic. That's lovely. Well, I wish you a really wonderful day and a very successful day here at Witch Festival. It's so lovely to see you again. And I hope everyone looks forward to our episode that will be released very soon. And just to let any listeners know, I will also be interviewing Paul as well. Thank you so much, Tatiana. Lovely to see you again.
Thank you very much, Freyja.
Welcome.
Have a good day.
All right, so I am here with Paul from the Gypsy and the Witch, and he has been doing readings here today at the Witch Festival here at Enys House. Paul, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, my love. Welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So tell me, how have you found today?
Oh, it's great. I loved it. I love doing this, to be honest. We love supporting people and helping people that are struggling. And it's nice because it's the energies that you're used to working with. You see, and everybody has their own energy. Everyone has their own struggles.
Yeah.
And being able to be here with like-minded people, helping and supporting them through their difficult times it's an honour, to be honest.
That's such a lovely answer.
Yeah.
So what sort of readings do you do?
So I tried to focus on cards mainly because a lot of people understand cards mostly,
Yes.
but due to my heritage, I do charms. So charm casting is something that's been with the Romany heritage, the traveller community for a long time. I do some palms. I'm very selective who I read with palms, to be honest with you, because it can be quite upsetting for some people, listening to things that are going to happen. It's a slight different divination to card readings. Cards are all about the illustration and people can see them, but when it comes to very in-depth things to do with them personal, they struggle.
I have a palm reading book and a huge sort of like A2 palm map, poster map, and I look at mine and I'm like, I don't like what I see, so I'm not going to actually just read into that anymore.
Absolutely.
Like there are some things that I like and some things make sense, but then when I think of like my love line, I'm like, there's a bit too many broken changes there for me. Like, no, thank you.
Stop being indecisive then.
Indecisive or just choosing not to settle?
Or picky.
I think I just choose not to settle.
Yeah, good for you, because it's the best way. I mean, the lines on your hands, darling, they change very regularly.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh.
You can take a photograph of your hand and take another photograph in a year's time and it's changed. And then a year's time it changes.
I didn't know that was possible.
The direction you go in your life will change the outcome of where you think you're going to be.
That's quite reassuring, actually, because then that's reassuring for me, because then I feel like I am in control of my destiny. It's
Absolutely.
not already mapped out for me.
Some of it's mapped out.
Yeah.
It depends on which path you take in that destiny.
Okay.
So it's the journey, it's the end goal of where we want to be.
Yeah.
So you can be and do whatever you want. You just got to believe in the direction that you're going in.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Even if it don't work out, it's a lesson. Learn the lessons.
Yeah,
from it.
there's always a lesson to be learned, and
Absolutely.
what can I take from that experience?
Absolutely. I'm the worst one for learning lessons. I don't want to learn. I just want to do.
We don't like change. We just want to stay as it is.
It's convenient. It's easy, but it's boring.
Well, we do want to spice it up a little bit, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Have you been able to go around the stalls or have a bit of a wander yet?
I have. We've got a few. I mean, again, because we've been in this industry for a long time, we're very closely connected to quite a few people here.
Yes.
So it's nice to see some regular faces.
Yeah.
The things here, I mean, the spiritual stuff, there's so much support, spiritual supporters out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, like the sprays, the aura sprays and things, amazing to help you. The jewellery with the copper, the conductivity of the energy of the crystal itself, you know, amplifies. Oh, I can go. Do you know what, darling? I can go on all day.
But you know, you're so right. What do you think about everyone's already come out in their full finery today? Have you really liked all the outfits that you've been seeing?
I love it. I love it because it lets people be who they want to be, not walking around the streets being worried about being themselves because of what's being thrown at them. So it's just people not understanding things, I suppose.
Yeah. Sometimes it's that ignorance, isn't
Yeah,
it? And
it
people
is.
not wanting to be more open-minded.
Yeah.
But I feel like today has been a very safe space for us all. And we've
Beautiful.
all sort of got together and just supported each other and just really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is great.
Well, I've managed to dress today because I normally wear scruffs, so I've managed to look a bit better than normal.
You look very smart.
Thank you. Without worrying about what people think.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't like as well.
No, I know what you mean.
We're all a bit tentative with it, aren't we? Because
Although I think down in Cornwall, it's a lot more open and accepted. Cornwall's such a very spiritual place.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Whereas I'm originally from the Midlands.
Yeah, man, me too.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Colvin in Leicestershire.
Really?
Yeah, that's where we grew up.
I'm from Northamptonshire.
How are you?
But I know Leicestershire very well because I
Yeah.
used to live on the border of Northamptonshire and Leicestershire.
Yeah.
Then
Market Harbour area.
I was Market Harbour was where I go to all the time. Yeah, so I know
Nice
Market
place.
Harbour very well. It is a nice place. It's lovely. However, the vibe's very different up there.
It is.
Yeah, compared to down here.
It is.
You can very much be yourself down here. If you feel like, I'm a little bit witchy, but I'm a bit in the broom closet.
Yeah.
Just come down to Cornwall, man.
Absolutely.
Like-
I tell you what, though, what's interesting is whenever we leave Cornwall, I say the country because Cornwall's like a
Feels
lone
like a
little country, isn't
yes,
it?
Yes.
When you're coming down the A30 and you cross that barrier where it says,
Yeah.
"Welcome to Cornwall,"
Yeah.
it's like the energy
I know.
changes straight away, and it's
Yeah.
like you feel like uplifted and energetic.
Yeah, every time I just kind of say, just back in the mother. Like,
Home
return
again.
to home again. Yeah.
The familiar.
Exactly.
It is,
yeah.
darling, it is.
Paul, thank you so much for coming on and
Thank
speaking
you,
with
Freyja.
me this afternoon. It's been really nice to meet you,
And
to
you, my
see you
love.
doing your work over there. It's
Thank
been
you.
lovely, and I really look forward to having you as a guest on my podcast for a full episode very
I look
soon.
forward to it. We are going to have a great time.
I'm very
I've got a
looking
lot
forward
to
to
talk
it.
about.
I bet you have.
Same
yeah.
as my wife did.
Yeah, it was a wonderful conversation that we had, so I'm very looking forward to our conversation.
Thank you, my love.
Wishing you all the best and lots of success for the rest of today.
Thank you.
All right, take care of yourself.
Thank you, Freyja.
You're welcome.
Take care, lovey.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I have with the lovely Jacq from Glitter and Air.
Hi.
Hello. You have a beautiful stall on in the
you.
Traders Hall just next door here at Witch Festival. Tell me about your products and the things that you're selling here today because they are stunning.
Well, thank you so much. I've got a range of products for greeting cards, moon calendars. I've also got some handmade journals as well, which I've been sort of developing over the year and getting ready for events like this.
Yeah. Do you design a lot of your products?
It's all designed by me.
So it's all your artwork?
Yeah, it's all my artwork.
So for the listeners, I will be putting up a photo of Jacq's stall, and you'll be blown away by it, just like I was. And just to know that you've designed all of that, it is beautiful, beautiful work.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's really exciting to be able to get it out in front of people, and
Yeah.
especially here because there seems to be so many like-minded souls.
Yes.
So it's lovely. There's
Yeah.
this instant connection.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Jacq is wearing the most beautiful green witchy dress
Why,
today.
thank
I've been
you.
admiring it all day. It's very flowy. It's a beautiful forest green. Yeah, been admiring it a lot today.
Thank you. It's great to have an event to, like, put a dress
yeah,
on.
yeah. So we are all. I was saying, everyone is so everyone's really pulled out the stops today. They're
Absolutely.
so dressed up and they look
It's
amazing.
really lovely. See all the witchy
Yeah.
hats.
Yes, all
Yeah.
the witchy hats. It's
Fabulous.
wonderful. How long have you been creating and doing your artwork and?
So I've been drawing really for the last 13 years.
Wow.
So the birth of my daughter sort of instigated
Oh, how
this
lovely.
creative, sort of moment for me. And
Yeah.
since then I've just been drawing, and it's become Glitter and Earth.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey, but
Yeah.
it's been an exciting one.
Yeah. And are you permanently based anywhere, or do you tend to sort of sell more online and then come to events like this to trade?
So it's a bit of both. I'm based in St Just, so I do a regular market down at Senan Market.
Oh, great, yeah.
So I'm there every Tuesday. But this time of year, I do more and more markets. So I'm going to be at the Lakers Cornwall at Penryn as
Yep.
well, and the Eco Park.
Yeah.
So there's lots of things coming up.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Amazing.
busy.
Yeah, very busy, which is
And
good.
online.
Yeah, and online. And if people wanted to have a look at your work or get hold of you, how do they find you?
So they can find me on Instagram. I'm glitter_earth. Yep. Or glitterandearth.com. Find me there. Links.
Fantastic. And we've got your coming up
We do.
after this. So it's now kind of like the perfect time for Christmas presents and stuff like that as well.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to be doing a bit of shopping as soon as I get a break today, because your store really caught my eye.
Oh, thank you.
What is one of the most favourite products that you like to sell or design?
So my Yule cards are generally really popular.
Yeah.
They're sort of like wintry and dark. They're not sort of like the chintzy Christmas vibe. They're more of a deeper, sort of more pagan.
I love that. I'm really into a dark Yule.
Yes,
so,
me too.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Jacq, thank you so much for
my
popping onto
pleasure.
the
Thank you so
podcast.
much.
You're
Yeah,
very
really pleased.
welcome. Wishing you lots of success today and
Thank
in the
you.
future. And yeah, please go and check out Jacq's beautiful products.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
I am here with Andi, and Andi hosts the breakfast show on Source FM in Falmouth, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. on Thursday mornings. Andi has been at the Witch Festival today. Andi, tell me how you found it.
I found it on Instagram, I think. Actually, no, I saw a poster of it. I got sent it because I work at Max Bagels in Falmouth, and it was dropped off, and we put it up on the door, and then I looked at it, and I was like, that definitely sounds like my kind of thing. And then I followed the Instagram and got a ticket that way.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm glad I got one because it's sold out.
It's been very, very popular. And what have you enjoyed most about being here today?
I think witchcraft can sometimes be quite a lonely thing sometimes because you're, or not lonely, but like solo. And it's very nice to know that you're in a room with someone, with a lot of people who know exactly what you are.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially in Cornwall, there are loads down here, but it's quite hard to connect.
Yeah, and especially if you are a solitary witch, sometimes you can feel quite isolated by it. Even though Cornwall is so spiritual, sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees if you're looking for a coven, if you're looking for your tribe or a sister circle. I think today really has brought a lot of witches together, which is lovely.
I think so.
Yeah. How have the workshops been that you've attended?
They've been really nice. They've been very eye-opening. So I think another thing about witch practices is everyone has their own, and it's been really nice to get insights into a couple of other people's things that they hold dear to their practice, and that has been really interesting. I did the Kundalini yoga one this morning, and that was all about how movement is part of the person who runs its practice, and that was really interesting because that isn't something that I do, but it might be something I adopt. And then talking about nature in the dark goddess ritual, that was really fun. And really nice to connect a bit to Samhain. And I actually all got an oracle card.
Oh, lovely.
And I picked one, and it was a Samhain sending.
So for all my listeners, I'm just looking at Andi's oracle card, and there is the pentacle. So the 5-pointed star with a circle around it, pentacle on the back of the tarot card, and then on the front of the tarot card it says a Samhain sending, and it is a witch on a balcony looking out onto a witchy town. There's a full moon in the sky, and her familiar looks like a raven on a pumpkin. It's a really beautiful card, actually. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Okay.
How did you feel when you picked up that card?
It felt completely right. Samhain is my favourite time of the year. It's the time where I feel most like a witch. And especially, I think it's a time where you can really connect to grief in a way that you can't in the rest of the year. And I found that quite healing, but also very, emotional as well.
It's very cathartic, isn't it? And do you know what? You're not wrong, because whilst it is like the season of the witch and we all get very excited for this time of year, it is that, especially on the 31st or the 30th to the 31st, it is that time for quiet reflection, honouring your ancestors. Some people have a dumb supper, and let them have a seat at their table. And if you are still in that grieving period, that mourning period, it is very cathartic and emotional.
It's like a slowing down, and I really connect to the idea of it being the witch's new year as well. So it's a time where you leave everything you've done in the last year behind.
Yeah.
And I find that really moving, and it's definitely my favourite Sabbath.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Have you met any other witches or spiritual practitioners here today that you found that you're quite connected with?
I haven't really met anyone.
No,
I came
okay.
here on my own, and it's been quite nice actually just being on my own.
Sometimes we just need that, don't we, for ourselves? Yeah.
I went for a walk through the gardens and the orchards, and they're really beautiful as well. I saw a pheasant. So I felt very connected to the place, but I don't think I've met any people, which is also fine.
Yeah. Sometimes it depends on how you're feeling emotionally, what your vibration is like. You know, sometimes it's like, I want to be around people today, but I don't want to be with people today. And then other days it's like, I need to be with people. And I feel like today it's been such a welcoming environment for all witches, anyone who identifies as a witch or as a spiritual practitioner or walks that path of spirituality or the craft. So it's a nice sort of community. You know that you're, even though it can feel isolating, like you said, you're not alone.
I think I was worried about coming here and feeling like I was a bit isolated, but no, it doesn't feel like that.
Oh, good. No, I'm really pleased to hear that. I'm really glad that, you haven't felt isolated. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of the day here. Are you staying for the fire ritual towards the end of the day? Or?
I think I'm going to head off and go have some
fair
lunch.
Enough. Oh, do you know what? I haven't eaten yet, so I don't blame you. Go and get some lovely food. Andi, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
I look forward to listening to your breakfast show. So for those listeners, it's Source FM, Falmouth. It's 96.1 if you want to tune in. Andi hosts the breakfast show on Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. Andi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fawn, welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast.
Thank you.
You've been here at Witch Festival today,
Yes.
participating, having a look around, seeing what's going on. How have you found it?
I found it really fun and interesting, especially when I sat in on Tatiana's talk about pentacles. That was really interesting and how it affects certain people.
Yeah. I did start to see a little bit of that talk, and then unfortunately I had to quickly, jump out of the room. But it did sound very interesting what she was talking about. Have there been any stalls here that you've liked today, or any sort of items that you thought, oh, I'd really like to buy one of those, or take that home with me?
I really liked, I'm not sure what they're called, but they're next to the fireplace in the other room. I really like their necklaces because they're really pretty, and their acorns that they've
They're lovely. And have you done any of the workshops today at all?
No, I've just sat in on Tatiana's.
Yeah, very nice. And what do you think of Enys House?
I think it's absolutely beautiful and it's huge.
It is, and I think the gardens are so lovely as well. Yeah. And what do you think? I think everyone's come out in their sort of full witchy regalia today. So we've all been like sort of really dressed up. What have you thought about people's outfits today?
I think they're absolutely amazing. I saw a lady out there in an orange dress and I thought she was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, amazing. And would you call yourself a witch, or like you're just a little bit witchy, or just into that sort of stuff?
I am into witch stuff. I've been learning tarot for the past few months now, and I'm finding it really interesting.
Yeah, are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Fawn, thank you so much for having a quick chat with me. I'm really glad that you've been enjoying the day so far, and I think there's still a couple of hours left of the festival, so I really hope that you enjoy the rest of your day here, and it was really nice talking to you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I am here with Raven, who has been attending the Witch Festival today, and Raven has been doing some magic for everyone. She's even gone and shown me some wonderful magic tricks. Raven, welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast.
Thank you.
Tell me, how has your experience been today at Witch Festival?
I found it very appealing and I enjoyed showing different people my magic skills, and I love seeing their reactions and how impressed they are with them.
Yeah. So you've been doing a lot of card tricks today, which have been awesome. What would you say your favourite card trick is to do?
Probably Chicago opener.
So for anyone who's not really who doesn't know magic card tricks very well, what does a Chicago opener, without spoiling like the magic, but how would that work?
So I would fan out the cards and let a spectator pick one of them.
Yeah.
And once they've picked it, I show them that the back of all the cards are the same colours. I place it back into the deck, give them a little snap.
Yeah.
And then when they take their card out, the back of it is turned blue. And then I repeat the same trick, but instead of them pulling out cards, the card on the table is turned into their card.
That sounds incredible.
Thank you.
Very, very good. How long have you been practicing your magic for?
I have been doing magic for 11 years.
Oh, wow. And you are an expert at it. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you've shown me a few tricks today and I have been blown away every single time. And what I've also liked about your tricks is that even though they've been card tricks, so at first I thought I kind of know what's going to happen, the way that you've revealed my card has been very creative. So like, gave you a high five and then suddenly my card was on your ring, which was really clever.
Thank you.
And then I also loved how I had that empty box and my card appeared in there, even though I shook that box and there was nothing in there.
Yeah.
And then also how I opened the lid of that box and then my card was also on the lid as well.
Yeah.
Very creative and very, very clever the way that you do it, and also very, very entertaining. Yeah, so I can see that you've got a real talent there, Raven. What else have you enjoyed about the Witch Festival today? Have you managed to have a look around?
Yes, I also heard about there has been quite a lot of talks. I didn't manage to go into any of them because I've been entertaining people with my magic.
Yeah.
But I heard that I think it's Tatiana's talk on pentagrams was very well, and I also enjoy Meg's stall. She makes her own jewellery and stuff.
Yeah, made by Meg. Yes, I did speak to Meg earlier with her sea glass jewellery and everything. Yeah, her stall is really, really lovely.
It is.
Have you got any other workshops that you're planning to attend the rest of the day?
Probably. I'm not quite sure what yet, but I'm planning on also showing people some more magic, but some other tricks such as escapology.
Escapology, yeah, that would be really, really cool to see. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Raven, thank you so much for quickly popping onto the podcast and letting us know about your magic and how you've enjoyed the day here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wishing you loads of success.
Thank you.
And yeah, I hope to speak to you again soon.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I am sat here with the lovely Janina. Janina is also facilitating a workshop here at Witch Festival today, and she's also been visiting and going around and looking at all the stalls and seeing what there is to see. Janina, welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast. How have you found today so far?
It's just been lovely. Everybody here is so friendly, and it's nice to connect with witches.
Yes.
I'm traveling abroad. I'm from the States, from California.
Wow.
So it's nice to meet other witches.
Yeah. So we've got a Californian witch in our midst. So what's the vibe like? What's the witchy vibe like here compared to California?
I think it's comparable. It's very much the same, at least where I'm from.
Yeah.
We've got a nice witchy crew and keeping it alive there.
Yeah. And I suppose the weather's a lot warmer where you are compared to down here right
from
now.
Northern California.
Oh, okay.
Central Northern California on the coast. So
Yeah.
it actually felt like home showing up.
Oh, okay. So quite seasonal then.
Yeah, at least on the, when I showed up in Falmouth. It feels like home.
Oh, great. Do you have family down here?
I don't.
No? You just felt the call.
I felt the call. Well,
Love that.
before coming, I was just Googling UK witch celebrations,
Yeah.
and this came up. So I reached out to Louisa and asked if I could teach, and I was going to come anyways.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we'd love to have you.
So tell me about the workshop that you're teaching in a few minutes.
Yeah, I am. Yes, it's a ancestral traveling talisman workshop. We make little pouches, stitching them from vintage lace, filling them with herbs and different crystals and charms. just we'll be meditating and drawing in and connecting with our ancestors and asking them what sort of wisdom and protection or stories even that they want to infuse our pockets with.
That sounds incredible. And if people wanted to sort of find you online to see what you do, what else you offer, what are your sort of socials or websites?
My website is janinachurchart.com, and then I'm all over Instagram mostly, so it's janina.church.art.
Lovely. Okay, that's fantastic. So I will link all of those in the show notes, and then if people want to contact you, they can contact you that way as well. Well, I wish you all the best and lots of luck with your workshop, which is happening very soon. So I will let you know. They're piling in. It's so lovely to meet you. Thank you so much, Janina.
Thank you. Lovely.
Bye. I am sat here with Charlotte. Charlotte has been attending the Witch Festival today as an observer or a punter, seeing what there is to see. Punter. Charlotte, welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast. Tell me, how have you found things today at Witch Festival?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect. I've only really been to one sort of spiritual sort of thing before. So it's the one in Penzance. I don't know if you've heard of it before. Is it the spiritual festival?
Yeah, no, I have heard of that before.
Yeah. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought, it's probably going to be a bit like that. And then obviously I found out this morning, someone in the gym was like, I know you're into your crystals and stuff. And I was like, right, I'm going. So yeah, I just come up, had a little wander, and it's interesting. It's nice, like, seeing different things, and I had just had a reading then, so when you're just sort of like led
and processing it, digesting it now,
and when you feel like obviously I was led here and stuff, but it's really interesting, and just speaking to like different people, like I don't know what that lady's called over there.
That's Meg.
And it's just interesting, and learning about some of the one of the crystal things they made. I can't remember what he made. I think it's for a leaf. He has like a real leaf.
Yeah.
And then he puts like copper over it. That's it.
Yes.
Copper over it. It's just amazing.
And he does it with acorns as well. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. So but I haven't done any of the workshops. But it's just nice, isn't it? Just roaming around and just chill with good vibes, bit of food. So
Without going into your reading, because I know they're very personal, but how was your experience of that just now?
It was good.
It's a good experience.
She was really nice. It's sort of like what I needed.
That's always good to hear.
And it was not, and even though it was like busy and stuff, like you do feel like it's just still one-on-one. Like even though like you can hit, but you just feel like you are connected and having a good reading. And she was really nice. And gave me stuff that I needed to hear today.
Nice.
And I do feel better. Like a weight lifted off your shoulder. Because she said, I think I'm in. So I've just turned 29. And she said I'm going for like Saturn retrograde.
You're just going through Saturn return.
That's it.
It can be brutal.
And I'm like, wow. Thank you. Like finally I know, because like for a long time, when you question yourself, like, what's the matter with me, or do I need to do more self-healing, or do I need to do less, like more like as in like more gym and stuff, because I'm very like into the gym and stuff like that. But and that's what I needed to hear today. So it's really nice.
Well, that's nice having confirmation as well, isn't it?
Definitely.
What was the lady called who did your reading?
Jackie.
Okay.
Great. She's from Dartmoor, and it's a beautiful place here as well.
It is stunning here. Really nice.
It's really nice. And outside as well. It's just peaceful, isn't it?
It is. Very, very peaceful.
It's funny as well. It's all women. I've probably seen one male, but it's quite nice, isn't it? At the same time,
it's like women coming together. But saying that, I mean, Paul is a reader and he's absolutely lovely.
I did briefly speak to him.
He's ever so nice. And I've spoken to a couple of men here who've really enjoyed it. And they've really, enjoyed the vibe, the experience. So that's been sort of like really nice and confirming as well.
I think as well, like spirituality as well, like maybe not necessarily, but more women are like more open to I suppose it's like a witchy sort of thing. But
I think as women we are naturally more intuitive, or more in touch with our intuitive side. And I think men probably could be just as intuitive as women, but the way that society is, they're not in touch with it, and then it's like there's a sort of an energetic block there. And they go, oh, that witchy shit. Well, not all of them, but some of the experiences that I've had has been, oh, you're into that witchy shit, and I'm like, it's not shit. It's not kind of a real thing, man. Like,
it is. Yeah. There's a lot of people now, they think I'm crazy, especially my family. And I'm just like, you are the crazy one. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't, wake up. And I think men especially, as you said, like, it's the way how society is now, isn't it? We're like, go, go, go.
Yes.
We've got to work, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I think especially being sexist, but with, like, men especially, I suppose they don't, delve deeper and... Or maybe they have, like, almost like their intuition, but people just ignore it, don't they?
Perhaps,
male and female.
Yeah.
Well, I've ignored it a fair few times.
Yeah, and sometimes it's with intuition, I think you have to sort of retrain yourself to trust it again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think there's a big difference between your intuition and your ego.
Yeah,
and
your
then
ego just wants to be like, I'm going to protect you. And it's like, no,
and it's like,
that's
is
not
this
for your
my
highest
intuition
good.
or is this my ego?
Yeah.
Well, Charlotte, it's been so lovely talking to you.
Me too.
I'm really glad that you've gone and enjoy the Witch Festival today.
It's good.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm sat with Imogen. Imogen has been an absolute trooper. She's been here all day since 10 o'clock, participating in as many workshops as she can, walking around all the stalls. Welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast, Imogen.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Tell me, how's your experience been today at Witch Festival?
When I saw that Witch Fest was on in Cornwall, I literally was gassed. I was ready because there's not much like this, down here. So to have a chance to see all these amazing people, see the community come together, it's been really, really lovely. And right from the get-go, started off with a really cool workshop all the way through. It's been workshops, it's been rituals, it's been rites of passage, it's been sharing, caring.
Yeah.
And I think the best part is just seeing everyone fully embrace the experience.
Yeah, and I think that it's been an amazing turnout today, as in like a lot of people have fully embraced the witch. I think the outfits that I've been seeing today have been incredible.
Yeah,
like
it's not even the outfits as well. I mean, the outfits are on point.
Yes,
literally on point.
On point. My pointed hat. Yes.
As soon as the car pulled up and I just saw Witch's hat, I was like, I know I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
I'm with my people now.
Yes.
But even in the workshops, really seeing people contribute, share. There's been some really raw moments.
Wow.
There's been a lot of laughter as well, giggles. You got to take everything with a bit of light touch, and it's just been it's been a mix of everything.
Yeah.
I've had a brilliant guidance reading from Emma Griffin's. I've had
wonderful.
The rite of passage was phenomenal with Megan, and the yoni steaming with Trudi this morning.
Yeah.
Made a little clay goddess thing with another lady and a talisman, which I've got now. So it's been a busy day.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite from today?
Do you know what? I think there was something really special about the rite of passage, because I think that was everyone's participated. It was quite an interactive workshop. I really enjoyed that. The guidance reading with Emma on a personal level, that was something which I'll be taking with me going forward. And I'm here with my mum, who's also a witch.
Lovely. Excellent. So we've got two generations. Two generations. That's wonderful.
And I think as well, there's been a mixed ages here.
It's been for me. It's been a mixture of maiden, mother, and crone. The triple goddess all day. She's been here all day, which I've loved.
Yeah, it's been really nice seeing the little witchlings.
Yeah, the little witchlings
come around, and they're all dressed up as well. And I just think it's really nice. It's not just this, it's an inclusive event, and I think that's what makes it so special.
Yeah. Oh, Imogen, thank you so much for coming and chatting with me and telling me about your experience today. I'm glad that you've had such a lovely time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's been such a successful day. So fingers crossed, we'll all be back next year. I definitely will be.
Yes, fingers crossed. You can't see me, but I'm crossing them.
She's crossing them. I can attest to it. She's doing it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. I'm with the lovely Louisa, who has gone and organised Witch Festival down here at Enys House in Penryn.
welcome to the Cornish Witch podcast.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me here today.
It's lovely. It's just great to have you here, and I think you're in a really nice position.
Yeah.
Everyone's catching you, so it's really good.
Yeah, it's been great, and I've been speaking to the practitioners, the traders, people who have just been coming here for the experience, which has been wonderful. Louisa, what was your inspiration and sort of idea to create and hold this fantastic event here?
So I was interested in witchcraft for myself, for my own practice. I had a little teenage spate of being a little teenage witchcraft person, and I kind of left that behind, went off in different directions. I've done Reiki and I've done yoga, and it's all energetic work, and I don't know, I just suddenly felt really drawn back to learning as much as I possibly could, and I wanted to get involved. I wanted to have some ritual and ceremonies, and it just really suddenly pulled me. I felt like I'd kind of gone in a circle back to this path, and I looked for trying to find out, and there wasn't really anything happening where I could go and learn, or places that I felt welcomed. Really, I felt that anything that I tried to kind of go and find out, I didn't really feel like I fitted there. So I just thought, I'm sure there's other people feeling the same as me, and they're a little bit curious, or they want to learn, or they want to share. And that's where it came from, really.
I love that. That's fantastic. And you also hold one up in Leicester.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So how many have you held up in Leicester?
So we've done 4 in Leicester. We did 3 Samhain events, and 1 Beltane. Very kind of different feels. We were at a different venue, and that's been really popular. But not as much as the reception that we've had down here. And my daughter Trudi, she lives in Penryn, and she said to me, I think we should run a witch festival in Cornwall, because there's witches in Cornwall, and that I think there'd be a lot of people interested. And then just things started to happen. I'd met Emma Griffin.
I love the Emma.
And I chatted to her, and it was at the time of the launch of her book, and she invited me to her book launch, which was at Enys House. Unfortunately, on that day, my little boy was not very well, so I couldn't make it. But it had kind of planted this idea I wanted to come. Emma had said it was a beautiful venue. And then I asked another friend when my daughter had said you should hold a witch festival in Cornwall. And I said, do you know of any venues that would be suitable? And she said Enys House. So I was like, okay, I need to go and look at this place. So when I was visiting my daughter, because we come down about 6 to 8 times to see Tallulah. Anytime there's a holiday, we come and see her. I said I chatted to the organiser of Enys and said, can I come and have a look round? And she said, yeah, sure. And sometimes you have to be a little bit careful, because I've approached venues in Leicester and said, we're holding a witch festival. And then the warm reception has kind of changed.
Eyebrow raising.
It's kind of like a bit like, I'm not sure about this, but they were really open, and they were like, yes, and they were really enthusiastic. So we came, we looked, and we were just like, oh my gosh, this is such a magical venue. It's just crying to have a witch festival.
Absolutely. It's so stunning here. It's so fitting as well. And what is so lovely is that it is so spiritual down here, and so witchy, and so welcoming. And we have lots of spiritual fairs and witchcraft fairs and gatherings and stuff, and it's so nice to have this this year, especially around this time in Samhain, and the wheel's about to turn, but also it's been a huge success. You've sold out, which has been absolutely fantastic. We've had so many wonderful witches and women, and I'm not going to say men and women here today, which has just been so wonderful. And I think that's been something that has been needed.
We've been blown away
together.
Totally blown away by the reception, because to be fair, I've been running the festival in Leicester, and I spoke to a couple of people. I was like, I'm thinking of doing it down in Cornwall, and they're like, oh no, you don't want to do it down in Cornwall, oh no, they don't like outsiders, and they're not very friendly, and they keep themselves to themselves, especially about things like that. So that's what I'd been told. So I was very, a little bit nervous, and kind of trod very carefully, and I wanted to be very respectful because my daughter lives here and she helps organise the festival, but I don't live here. I love it though, and I do think I would like to move. But that has not been my reception at all. I've been so like you said, people really just wanted to come together. It was like, and I've been blown away by the kindness, the enthusiasm, the welcoming, and I've made connections here today with people that I know I'm going to stay friends with forever.
Yeah, that is so lovely. Louisa, well done. It's been a huge success today, and I hope it's back next year, bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of chat about maybe doing a spring version. I'm always saying this to my children, so obviously my children, they all get ropes in and they help. And I'm always saying to them, please remind me, this is like 2 days ago, please remind me when I'm saying I want to organise another one of these festivals, remind me how stressed I am. So I don't do it. But then as soon as I get here, and the warmth and loveliness of everybody, I do think, wow, I have to keep doing it because it's just so lovely. So
well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the festival.
Thank you for your support as well.
Thank you for yours. Much. Huge congratulations on the success of the day. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, that's so lovely to hear.
Bye.
I hope you all enjoyed listening to this episode. It was such a joy to meet so many lovely people at Witch Festival. It was such a success, and I hope to go back again next year. I have linked all the practitioners and readers' details that I spoke to in the show notes if you would like more information on their work. We are once again at that point in the show where I tell you what witchy or spiritual events are happening in and around Cornwall and South Devon. And this weekend for us witches, it's Samhain, or as many others know it, Halloween. Trudi from Wild Samsara is starting her online Reclaiming the Feminine Wheel of the Year through shamanic womb practices, starting on Friday, the 31st of October. The National Maritime Museum down in Falmouth is having a Halloween event on from 4 p.m. till 6:30 p.m, also on Friday the 31st. On Saturday the 1st of November, the Goose Barn near Falmouth are holding a Moss, Flame and Feast Samhain Supper. Tickets are £35 and it starts at 7:30 p.m. The Old Ale House in Truro is hosting a Hexhibition, a magical exhibition of esoteric, fantasy and witch-themed art and spooky gifts. 11 artists will be on hand to talk to you through their creations. The bar will be open, they'll have DJs and a tarot reader for your entertainment, and it's open to all. And if you like a good scare, Bodmin Jail has a host of Halloween festivities going on this weekend. All links to this weekend's events that I've mentioned are in the show notes. If you are holding a spiritual or witchy event and you would like a shout out on the podcast, please do get in touch with me via Instagram, Facebook, or email, and I will link those details to get in contact with me in the show notes as well. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Cornish Witch podcast. I will be back next week with another episode. And until then, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.